Good morning, students. In the last video, we have discussed about the volume. What are the different vessels for volume and how we measure the volume of different bodies, whether it is regular object or irregular body. Now the next topic is area. We have learned in class 6 that the surface occupied by an object is called its area. The SI unit of area is square meter. It is equal to the area of a square of side 1 meter. So, surface occupied by an object is called its area, and the SI unit is square meter or meter square. To calculate the area of a playground or town, square meter is the small unit. So, bigger unit are hectare and square kilometer. To measure the area of the smaller objects or smaller things, we use the meter, and if we have to measure the area for the larger things, then we use square meter or hectare or kilometers. See here, square decameter, hectare or square kilometers are used for measuring the bigger things. Suppose football ground is there or playground is there, so meter is a smaller unit for that. 1 acre is the area of a square with each side measuring 10. If the square of 10 meter side is there, then that is 1 acre. A square of side 100 meter, then that is measured as hectare. 1 hectare equals to 100 meter multiplied by 100 meter. So it will come 10 raised to power 4 meter square. That is 100 acres. 1 square kilometer, when the area of a square with side 100 with 1 kilometer, that is 10 raised to power 6 meter square. Now if we have to express the area of smaller objects like pencil, rubber or square meter is a big unit. The smaller units are centimeter square or millimeter square, and the relation of different bigger or smaller units with the meter are also given, because meter is the SI unit. Square meter is written as like this, that how they are related to the different bigger or smaller units. 1 acre equals to 10 square meter square. 1 hectare equals to 10 raised to power 4 meter square. 1 kilometer square equals to 10 raised to power 6 meter square. Like this, we can learn the different units and different relations. Now, measurement of area of regular objects. The area of a regular object can be found by measuring two dimensions, that is length, breadth or radius of the object, and using the following relations. How to calculate the area of different objects? If it is a square, then side into side, side square. To calculate the area of rectangle, length into breadth. To calculate the area of circle, pi into radius square. Now move to the next page. Surface area of cylinder, 2 pi into radius into length. Surface area of sphere, pi 4 pi into radius square. See, it is given here. Now, how to measure the area of an irregular object? We can measure the area of the irregular object by putting the object on graph paper. Look here in the activity. Putting the object on the graph paper and with the help of pencil make the outline of the irregular object. Suppose it is a stone. We make the outline of the stone on the graph paper, and what we do, we just identify the number of complete squares and that are marked with tick. These are the complete squares that are marked as tick. Now identify the incomplete squares, that is the half or more than half within the outline, and we have to ignore the squares which are less than half. Now what we have to do, we have to do the sum of the areas of the number of complete squares and the number of incomplete squares. See, the number of complete squares are 4, number of incomplete squares marked as dot equals to 4. Total number of squares equals to 4 plus 4, 8, and area of irregular object equals to 8 into 1, that is equals to 8 centimeter square. So the approximate area we can calculate is 8 centimeter square. You may be asked to find the volume of an irregular sheet of finite thickness. Suppose a sheet is there, so how to calculate the volume of that? For this, find the area by using the graph paper and thickness by the meter ruler, and then we can calculate the volume by area into thickness. Now the next topic is density. Every body has certain mass and a definite volume, and the relation of mass and volume is called density. It is experimentally observed that equal masses of different equal masses of different substances have different volumes, as 1 kg of ice or 1 kg of iron and 1 kg of cotton will have different volume. Number 2, equal volumes of different substances have different masses. If the volume are equal, then masses are different. Cubes of iron and wood will weigh differently. Now, how to prove them? Number 1, equal masses of different substances have different volumes. Suppose we take equal masses of two substances, then their weight or their volumes are different. If we take 1 kg weight of iron and 1 kg sugar, the mass are same, but if we see the volume, then iron can be occupy small space, that is smaller volume, and 1 kg sugar if put on the surface, then it will occupy more volume. So equal masses having different volumes. Now activity 5, equal volumes of different substances have different masses. Now look here, iron and aluminium is given, volume is equal but the masses are different. Iron is heavier than aluminium because balance is moving down like by this side. Here also glass and wood is there. Volumes are same but the mass of glass is more than wood. So volumes are same and masses are different if we use the beam balance. Here also aluminium and glass, aluminium is heavier than glass when volumes are same. One more example is there of milk and water. Equal volume of milk and water is taken. The glasses of same type is there. One glass is filled with milk and the other glass is filled with water. Now volume of two glasses are same, but milk is heavier than water. So it shows that equal volumes have different masses. From the above activities, it is noted that 1 kg of sugar occupies more volume than 1 kg of iron. So we say that iron is denser than sugar. In the next, iron is denser than aluminium as weight of iron is more than aluminium. Aluminium is denser than glass as mass of aluminium is more. Glass is denser than wood and milk is denser than water. Thus, to distinguish between different substances, we use the term density. Now, what is density? Density is defined as a mass of a unit volume of that substances. And how we identify density? Density is equals to mass upon volume, or D equals to M upon V. Now examples are given that how to calculate the density. Mass of an iron cube of volume 10 centimeter cube is given, that is 78. Therefore density of iron equals to mass upon volume 78 upon 10, 7.8 gram per centimeter cube. Mass of 1 centimeter cube of water is 1 gram. Hence the density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Now the units of density. Mass be measured in kg and unit of volume is cubic meter. Therefore the SI unit is kg per meter cube and the CGS unit of mass is gram. CGS centimeter gram second system, and the volume is measured in cubic centimeter. So the CGS unit is gram centimeter cube. Now the relationship between kg per meter cube and gram per centimeter cube. We know that 1 kg equals to 1000 gram and 1 meter cube equals to 10 raised to power 6 centimeter cube. So how to calculate the relation between 1 gram per centimeter cube and 1 kg per meter cube? It is given here. So 1 gram per centimeter cube equals to 1000 kg per meter cube. The density of almost all solids, liquids, decreases with increase in temperature because they expand on heating. When temperature is increased, the object expand on heating. With the exception of water, water contracts on heating from 0 degree centigrade to 4 degree centigrade. It means as all other objects expand, water contract by increasing the temperature from 0 to 4 and then expand on heating above 4 degree centigrade. So density of water is maximum at 4 degree centigrade. It decreases when it is cooled from 4 degree centigrade to 0 degree centigrade or it is above 4 degree centigrade. Now determination of density of regular solid. How to determine the density of regular solid? By using the formula mass upon volume, we can identify the density. Using a beam balance, first we measure the mass of the solid, that is M. Using the meter ruler, we can measure the length, breadth and height of the regular solid and we can find the volume, length, breadth and height, and then we can identify the density. Now to determine the density of an irregular solid. So what we do, first of all, we measure the mass of the solid, that is m gram. Then measure the volume of solid. We use the displacement method that we have learned in the few pages before. By the displacement method, we note the level of water as V1. How to know that by the displacement method? By taking the measuring cylinder, fill it up to the volume V1. Now immerse the stone or the regular object tied with thread in it. Then some water get displaced by the weight of a stone and it moves to level V2. Now the difference between the two level V2 and V1 gives the volume of that irregular object. See, V2 minus V1, and that since it is given 1 ml equals to 1 centimeter cube, now density can be calculated by mass upon volume. Now determination of density of a liquid. How to determine the density of a liquid? Take a beaker, measure the mass of the empty beaker using a common beam balance. First of all, we have to calculate the mass of beaker, that is m1 gram. Now take a measuring cylinder and pour milk into a certain level, say 50 ml. Now the volume of milk is 50 centimeter cube, or 1 ml equals to 1 centimeter cube. So we can calculate the volume by measuring cylinder. Now transfer the milk into the empty beaker. Measure its mass again. Let its mass be m2 gram. So we know the volume, and by taking the beaker, measuring it m1 gram, pouring the milk into it, mass will become m2 gram, and then by subtracting the two, we get the mass of milk. Now to calculate the density of milk using the following relation, we put the values in the formula. Density equals to mass upon volume. Mass was 51.5 gram, volume is 50 centimeter cube. So density is equals to 1.03 gram per centimeter cube. So different substances have different densities. Table is given to gives us some common substances. Densities of some common substances are given. Barometer, used to measure the atmospheric pressure, makes use of mercury because of its high density. As mercury is having high density, we use barometer to measure the atmospheric pressure having mercury within it. Now the densities of some common substances are given here. See, solids are there and liquids are there. The density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube and mercury is 13.6. Lead is given, silver, aluminium, different substances are given. Okay. Now the next topic, speed, is there, that we will discuss later. Thank you.